What's going on? It's Justeeni here, and today we've got some more Guess the ELO. We've got a game between the person that submitted this and Yeti Peaks, one of the greatest bullet players. I don't know his accolades beyond that. I know he's just really good at bullet though. Let's just get right into things. So this is also, this is small archy, by the way. Opening, early lighthouse is great here. We go for fishing. Yep, all this makes sense. So just kind of standard stuff so far. Workshop is fine. I might consider explore, but workshop is fine. Port placement, hold on, does this work? Again, I need to study up on port connection mechanics, because I know that if you place the port right here, it will connect. This I'm not too sure about. I think it does not. I guess we'll see. What's gonna happen. Does the port connect, assuming they place the second port back there? Which maybe is a bold assumption. Okay, so it looks like, whoa, sailing? Not going for the village. Interestingly enough, I think you just are able to keep it. Is the justification that you just like go and find some other stuff? I think just take this village right now though, and then make even more units. Because you're currently pop capped, so you have that issue you need to fix. Okay, I guess he's sending the warrior there. So he delays one turn, gets pop rune, which is super good. Organization and strategy. Organization I can get, because if you connect this city, you can then level it up, and then if you connect this, if this does connect to the capital, or if you just get a single lighthouse, or just place a port, then you get a giant. But strategy, on top of that, strategy just slows you down here. Like there's just too many techs. So org makes sense, org is good. Strategy, I don't think is the right play here. And I assume not an explorer. Workshop again. Huh. I mean, okay, now we're gonna see rammers from Yeti Peaks. Another workshop, although this one does make sense. You can get the lighthouse pretty easily with just a single scout. Now we're gonna see the rammer spam. I mean, rammer spam seems a little iffy, but it does kind of answer the scouts. The trick to like rammer v scout on the scout side is just tap the rammers once, and then they can no longer one-shot your scouts. That's the secret sauce. And then defending is kind of straightforward. All right, so we get the giant, nice. Park of Fortune here. Yeah, Park of Fortune here is fine. So we can get a giant relatively smoothly. Although if we did get hunting here, maybe we could do something here, but I suppose, yeah. I think this Park of Fortune is fine. Okay, so, whoa. Very aggressive with these rammers. Landing all the way in here. Let me see ramming with the defenders. I mean, this just seems like a good position. This is really hard to throw. Because it looks like you might even just be up in cities, and then also you've got a juggernaut, you've got strategy, you've got ramming. And yeah, could this have been played around? Oh yeah, definitely. They've been throwing a lot of rammers here. But yeah, we're able to trade things down. Again, this is just winning. We get an Explorer rune to really confirm that, because we didn't have vision like at all this game. And we're kind of, I guess we can't afford a port right now. I'm trying to see where anything interesting happens, if at all. We're gonna siege. It's fine. And we're gonna get another giant. That's good. Just get that going. And again, are we not just winning? Is this the game? We just win. Yep, that's the entire game. Okay. Okay. What's their elo? I don't know. Again, this kind of feels like it's really hard to tell their elo when they just kind of. It seems like they just got a good spawn and ran away with it. I'm led to say maybe 1400 based on some execution, because it was not the best, but it wasn't terrible at the end of the day. So I'll say 1400. Wow, almost perfectly nailed it there. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut to the next one. All right, so this time we've got a huge, oh my goodness, huge continent. Oh, we've got bunch of letters versus bunch of letters. Let's go. It's an Aquarian mirror. I'm kind of scared. It's gonna take extremely long. Fishing, yep. These resources are quite terrible. But yeah, we're gonna capture anyway. And going org, yep. And then we probably want to get aquaculture, because I don't think bind hunting is ideal like that. I don't think that's actually all that ideal. We could just afford to get aquaculture pre-cap. I think that's just worth it, because like you get it really early and you're just in a nice spot. Like it helps you get the level 3, helps you upgrade your capital. The tech price of aquaculture is going to go up a lot more than hunting, so I think it's worth picking. Writing right now is just a complete waste. Is it going to be one of these games? It might be one. Oh no. See, like low elo gameplay is one thing. Usually it's like, oh, like this is going to be on a 400 tile continent map, and let me tell you, this game is not short. It's not short. This is going to be a long game. And you guys got to sit this one through with me. I mean, you don't have to, but like, you're in some ways morally obligated to. You clicked on the video. So we get marine life, which is actually good. So, you know what, like, we are buying an extremely excessive amount of tax that we don't need. Forestry, why did we get forestry? Why did we skip aquaculture? Well, it beats me. And why are we training barely any units? Oh, it's a huge map. No, it's a huge map. Expand. Always be training units. Like, the amount of times when you don't train a lot of units are, like, you don't see those often. Like, you usually want to train lots of units. Eco can, more often than not, just take a back seat. Like, Eco's overrated. All my homies expand. But we do finally get aquaculture. And then hopefully instead of upgrading anything, we just spam units, but no, we're so greedy. We are unbelievably greedy. We buy tons of techs, so then when we greed, we don't even get that much eco, and then we have no units. Polytopia. We Grand Bazaar here. Did we need that Grand Bazaar there at all? Actually, no, I can see the justification here, because then we're just gonna border growth this and it's gonna be disgusting. We could have border growthed it anyway, but it just makes it easier to do. So then hopefully, we spam some more units. We get one little amphibian do at least. We need more units. We need so many units. We get a pop rune, which is just perfect. That just saves us 7 stars and makes it easier to get another crab there, or toad, sorry. Okay, we go for the border growth. Yes, that is a good border growth. I really like that border growth. And then we monument, what was the point of this monument? What was the point of this? We save 6 stars? 6 stars. Yeah, that's how much we save. I'm really questioning if that is worth it. I feel like we could put it here to save probably a lot more than 6 stars on a crab. Like, we get one there. Get some more units. I feel like I'm going to be saying a lot in this game, like, train more. Like, this is turn 13, and you see how many units they have on turn 13? A quadism, do we need a quadism here? Or, because again, a quadism, the point of a quadism is, you know, to help bolster your army in the water. But do you know what would do an even better job of doing that? That's right, more units. If we just double the amount of units we have, that's going to vastly outweigh the effectiveness of a quadism. And I know what some people might be saying, oh, but the tech price is going to go up. Okay, but like, we might lose some cities by them pressuring us. Which, yes, that'll make our tech prices go down, but it'll also make our eco go down, and the opponent's going to gain the initiative, and we're just going to be screwed. And we don't want that. We want to train units so then that doesn't happen. And maybe if the opponent isn't training a lot of units, like in this case, like, yeah, the opponent's not training a lot of units, so we're not punished. But if we had a lot of units, we could be attacking them and getting the initiative. And when you have the initiative, trademark, you don't really need an eco advantage. You just win the game. Just steal their cities, because what are they going to do if they're refusing to train units? You just say, screw you, I win. It's that easy. But when we buy techs, and because it's not even like, oh, we're not training a lot of units so we can play like very greedy and defensive. We're just not training units like at all, and just we're not even developing our eco that much because we're getting techs that we just don't need right now. Like this feels like average. It's really hard to tell what kind of elo an Aquarian player is going to be, because this version of Aquarian has only been out for so long. This seems like, I don't know, like 1300, but I feel like if they play a lot of huge Conti, they're probably closer to 1600 with this kind of play, because you get away with it unless you go against another Aquarian. But this Aquarian also likely doesn't have experience of the opponent actually fighting back. Like, they're both kind of just attempting to play solitaire, and just like, maybe I just get away with this because the opponent will let me, and I'm not going to punish the opponent if they refuse to train units. Why would I do that? And yeah, like, somehow with our lack of units, we're able to just land this in the east on turn 16. Like, by this point, both sides should have quite the build-up. Like, lots of units, lots of eco, and tech development would probably actually be similar, just from being more efficient overall, but yeah. We do get a crab up here, which is necessary. More units. Did they buy any techs? No, they didn't buy any techs this turn. I don't know what they spent all their stars on. Maybe it was that crab. But they just need, like, this turn right now, just make a ton of units. Why are we even getting a workshop here? Like, real talk. What is that 1 star per turn gonna do? I think getting some information is much better than just 1 star per turn. Like, much better. Get a power placement. It's solid because the crab is gonna help us get there. So the monument placements have been surprisingly good, which is like kind of throwing me off because that's the only thing that's good. But like, the monument placement is actually pretty good. Is the rest of the gameplay to the same caliber? Again, maybe we could train some more. We did get some sharks, but we should be like filling up every city, and then like, yeah, we get a bunch of units in the back line, and then we get waterways. I know buying attack, but like that'll help us mobilize a lot more. I'm really hoping, again, just make a lot of units. I don't think we should be making a ton of sharks like that. I think this is really bad use of stars, because usually sharks are great when you don't have a lot of cities, or when you just use them very sparingly. Because like they do have their uses, like in the mirror matchup, like against crabs, they're great and all, but you don't need this many. You'd much rather have like some amphibians and sharks, like a good mix of both. Mostly amphibians though, because sharks are very, very pricey, and quantity tends to be better than quality in Polytopia. You'd rather have a lot of weak units than a few strong units. So again, I think like we should be making units out of like basically every city, which I know that's a lot of units, but yeah, we can do that, and we can afford to do so, and it'd be beneficial. Like, we got some units, and then what I really hate, like, yeah, we did spend all of our stars in units, but like besides the fact that most of those were sharks, and like again, like I'd rather have some extra amphibians. We also just make a warrior like this. Like, it really feels like, oh, we just get to the end of the turn and it's just like throw down a bunch of like, this is like what you see like the crazy bots do, right? where they just like make a bunch of one unit, even if it's not at all optimal. And we kind of just did that, and then, oh, we don't have enough stars anymore. Slap down a warrior with our remaining stars. No thought process here at all. Like, it's just, we made sharks, and then we made a warrior here. Like, I cannot explain rationally why they made a warrior here. It doesn't make any sense. What is this warrior doing here? It's going to take forever to do anything, and it'd be much better placed in a, like, more defensive area. Like, normally warriors are made on the front lines, you know. We do finally get an explorer, which is nice. And we're a really big fan of the sharks. Like, they're solid into jellies, but like also just like toads plus amphibians are also solid into jellies. Because like, keep in mind, sharks and jellies cost the same exact amount, so it's not like you're getting an insanely good trade with sharks. And then once again, oh my goodness, like, is this just, it's all sharks. I don't know, that might be like the title of the video or something, or the thumbnail. It's just gonna have like a bajillion sharks. It's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna click on it, and then after this point in the video, it's gonna be funny to see me explain. Like, cause I'm definitely, that's my thumbnail idea. I already got it locked in. It's shark spam. It's just shark spam. We better see a veteran shark this game then. If you're gonna spam this many sharks, at least entertain me. That was some very weird order. Hit with the toad first, for sure. We just kind of got some unnecessary damage, and also like hitting with the more damaging unit first. But did we just buy free spirit? Waterways is right there. And also archery is right there. Archery is extremely good here, actually. Although we would need waterways with the archery, which at that point we should probably just be spamming amphibians. But if we get amphibians and waterways, it's actually quite good as well. I just, yeah, free spirit. Like, what, are we gonna get tridents? I'm kind of scared. Like, are we getting tridents? I don't think we really need tridents. Tridents aren't gonna do all that much against like their jellies or their amphibians or their crabs. I mean, they're okay against crabs, but archers are better. We already have sharks too. We don't. What are tridents actually doing for us? Yeah, we are getting spearing. This is. Oh my goodness! How many sharks died? What? Oh my! How many kills did that jelly get? That was 1, 2, 3. Just that jelly. My goodness. Alright, are we gonna make a trident this turn? Okay, we make a trident, you know, we buy the tech, we use it on the same turn. We spend how many stars for a single trident? So 32, 46, that's 70, 86 stars for a trident. Obviously we're gonna get more, but like we're spending so many stars. And what are these tridents actually gonna do? Now suddenly the opponent is starting to gain some initiative in the east because we just spent that entire turn doing barely anything. This is what happens when you buy techs. And why you should generally only buy techs when you need them or can afford to do so. But okay, we got some trident value. At least there's some good trident micro. So, like, we have that. And then, okay, we're making some more warriors appropriately used, and we're making just a lot of tridents now. Again, like, here's one thing with like tridents as well, and like, it's kind of especially annoying seeing this now. Like with the sharks, it was kind of annoying because it's definitely not optimal and it's just kind of slapped around with no thought. This is really, there's actually more thought going into this, but I actually hate it even more because tridents require support to function as units. They're okay supporting each other, but only okay. They basically just become like pseudo like catapults with dash. Like they're just but like when we actually when you get like some good support, then like those tridents like mow down stuff, but we need the support. We don't have like a bunch of units to support, we just have a few tridents. And the opponent is again like maybe gonna start to do stuff. Of course the opponent also again has no units, so it's like I'm critiquing their gameplay so much, but why aren't they losing yet? It's because the opponent isn't training any units either. And I don't know, if we look at score, oh, it's actually surprisingly close. I mean, city-wise, it looks kind of close as well. Like, the opponent can, they can train more units maybe. Like, both sides absolutely need to make more units. I feel like these tridents are gonna like build up and then that's gonna be how this game ends, is just insane amount of trident build up. Yeah, that trident just got wonked. Again, I don't think there is a thought process behind making the units here. I think it is just they get to the end of their turn like, all right, let's just throw down some units, not even think about it. Because if they are thinking about it, I'm sorry, but you got to work on it a little bit. And then if you're not thinking about it, I would suggest thinking about it because it's a pretty important part of the turn. Like the units kind of like define what you can do. Where they are placed is very important, and what units you make is also very important. Because you want a very good army composition. Don't be like a crazy bot and just spam one unit the entire time. We need a good balance. I don't even know what to comment on at this point anymore. Like at some point maybe we get waterways, or maybe we just spam more units. Like we probably should have gone like waterways like ages ago, because waterways also works really well with tridents. We're actually going to lose the city here because I wonder why we're losing that city. You know, maybe just maybe there is a reason. Maybe you guys might know why we're losing this city, you know. Like I really feel like I'm beating a dead horse here. Like it's the micro's actually not even like too bad. There's been some poor micro decisions, but overall the micro has not been that bad. Like it's just the training units is just it's not it. It's literally just throwing down a bunch of the same unit and just praying it works. And just calling it a day. And then, of course, it does work. Did it work because it was a good strategy? It worked because... Wait, the opponent got tridents too? No. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this way it worked is because the opponent kind of forgot to make units. You know, it happens. You just kind of forget. Like, Polytopia is about making units and capturing cities and doing that to win the game. You know, you get lost in the sauce and whatever. I have no idea what elo to guess. I am afraid to click that finish game button. I'm genuinely scared. Never feared so much in my life, or something. I don't know. Suspenseful content. I'm just gonna say like the more I watched, the more I felt like 1100 gameplay, but I'm gonna say 1250 because it's Aquarion on huge continents. It's like it's a really it's like the Simanti like Tiny Dry, like you the elo's inflated. So let's say 1250. Okay. Okay. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.